Now, let's talk about Prince Harry. Charlie Ray is the former royal editor of The Sun. Charlie, you're very welcome to talkTV. How are you doing?
Good afternoon, Peter. I'm very well. I hope you are too.
I'm very well, thank you. Prince Harry, my goodness, the Duke of Sussex book is coming out. Someone who clearly guards his privacy hugely, and we should respect that privacy, except that he's obviously given a huge interview to Oprah Winfrey where all sorts of claims have been made, some probably a bit truer than others. And, of course, this book, Spare, is coming out. Will the royals be going spare when they read it?
Well, the problem with this book, Peter, is nobody actually knows what's in this book. It's all speculation, and I've not come across anyone who really has any knowledge of what's in it. There's been talks of rewrites and everything else. Now, there's supposed to be some criticism of Camilla. Now, whether that's been rewritten or not, if there was criticism, I would have advised them to take it out completely.
Because it's interesting, isn't it? It's interesting, Charlie, isn't it? Because we have, after the Queen died, there were all these sorts of thoughts that there were going to be frantic rewrites, things taken out, because obviously because of the huge sympathy for her, and presumably it had to be updated anyway, and presumably had to reflect on the fact that she had very sadly left us.
That's absolutely right. I mean, again, we are being told that there were large rewrites, but nobody I know actually has any real knowledge of it. It's called Spare, and I think he's trying to make a point with that because that's the spare to the heir. And he's being paid £18 million. Interestingly, this book is going to be published on January the 10th, the day after the birthday of the Princess of Wales. I mean, you know, is there ever a good timing? It was supposed to be done for the autumn. It was supposed to be done for Thanksgiving. There was a question as to whether it was going to be done at Christmas. Now it's going to be the new year. I would imagine that most members of the royal family will be having some trepidation as to actually what is in this book, because none of them, as I'm aware, none of them have any idea or any clue as to what
we've been told there's, and even in the claims that he makes, sometimes the lawyers are given a chance to respond or given a right of reply, but that doesn't seem to have happened in this case.
Well, no, but there was never really a right to reply when he and Meghan gave the Oprah Winfrey interview. We know how that turned out. It was they called it their truth, but actually, if you looked at the facts that they were talking about, some of them were were poppycock, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, my colleague Piers Morgan came a bit of a cropper with that one when he pointed out and called her Princess Pinocchio. And that was. I mean, it's fascinating. Will you? I mean, you'll probably read this book anyway because you're an expert on all things royal, Charlie. But will you recommend people read it?
I will read the book. Now, people will read this book because they'll be interested in it, and it's going to cost £28. So it's not going to be.
I'm not sure I would read it if you paid me £28, to be brutally frank.
Well, I'm hoping that people will be paying me once I've read it.
Okay. Charlie, listen, thank you so much. Really good to talk to you there. Charlie Ray, the former royal editor of The Sun. It's going to be that book Spare by Prince Harry is going to be about his personal journey from trauma to healing. He certainly has had trauma, and in terms of his mother dying and so on, but I think he's possibly caused himself some trauma by some of the things he put in the public domain.